Hi everyone, this is Mr Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for tuning into this latest video. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, please do feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. We have a client who attended with bilateral occluding dead keratin skin plugs. We're performing the procedure in the left ear at the moment. You can see that we're near the entrance, and the way we know that we're near the entrance is because of all the hair strands. So the hair follicles in the ear are located on the outer third of the ear canal, the cartilaginous portion. The inner 2/3, it's the bony part of the ear canal, and it does not bear any hair follicles. We know it's keratin as well, and that's, for me, I can tell by the texture. So when I'm performing the procedure, it's peeling away in strands, but also in a moment it'll be bigger plugs. But also because of the colour, you get this glossy outer layer, and that's typically keratin. There is a bit of wax in the core, in the middle of the plug of keratin, but generally that was more dead skin as opposed to wax. Ironically, however, earwax consists of dead skin. 60% on average of earwax is made up of dead skin. The other 40% is a combination of sebum, which is an oily lipid secretion. It's the same secretion that we find on our hair follicles on our head. It contains alcohol, squalene, cholesterol, long chains of saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. And if you have the ABCC11 gene with a dominant guanine allele, you will also have ceruminous glands. The ceruminous glands are modified sweat glands, and the same sweat glands as found underneath your armpit. And instead of secreting more of a watery, salty sweat, these ceruminous glands secrete a more oily sweat, a thicker sweat, and which smells as it ages. So 40% of earwax contains a combination of sebum and also sweat, if you do have that particular gland. So genetically, they found that this particular sweat, ceruminous gland, is present and more prevalent in African populations and Eastern European. If you're more Far East or North America, you tend not to have this genetic mutation, so you don't have the smelly, oily, wet type of wax. So we call that a wet type of wax. And so dead skin combined with sebum and sweat, if you have that gland, makes up earwax. I would say in this case though, the patient has probably a higher concentration of skin, probably say about 80 to 90%. The wax itself, the dead skin, is slightly wet, so it's very likely that this patient has also got that genetic mutation to have the ceruminous glands in the ear and in the armpit, so it is a bit more wet. If you've got dry earwax, then you don't have that mutation. So we did the left ear before, just on the right side. This side's a bit more glutinous. That's when I say it's wet. It's also, the wetness can come in different consistencies. You can have really liquid wet, you can have molten kind of wet, or you can get a glutinous sticky wetness like we have it with this particular side on the right. So I've just put some olive oil spray into the ear. It's not just cooking oil, this is proper olive oil, chemically treated for safe use in the ear. And that's helped loosen the keratin. You can see the keratin on the outer layer of this plug. It's glossy, which then allows me to get a suction grip, peeling it off and gently bringing it forwards and out of the ear. Again, we know we're near the entrance because of all the hair strands. And these hairs are so that the sebaceous glands, which secrete the oily lipid structure, the sebum, and the ceruminous glands, these modified sweat glands, they are connected to the hair follicles deep in the cartilage. Where the hair follicles are, they are connected to that. And sebum has a health benefit. It provides a protective film, an oily film that lines the ear canal, the skin that coats the ear canal. Oil is hydrophobic, so it repels water. It helps also kind of moisturize, lubricate the skin so it doesn't dry and crack. And it's also sticky, so any foreign particles that enter the ear, it sticks to the wax. And both sebum and somonas, so the sweat is also slightly acidic, and the acidity helps inhibit certain bacterial growth, and it helps repel insects from entering the ear. I hope you enjoyed that procedure, guys, and you're all having a wonderful Saturday. I shall upload some more videos during the week. Take care, bye.